fascinating bit of trivia. Back in the early 1930s, they conducted a study of extrasensory perception. And for that study, a gentleman by the name of Carl Zener, he invented what he called Zener cards, each with its own geometric symbol on it. The very same cards that you all probably know today as ESP cards.
So these are the ESP, these are the symbols, and we just kind of made some really quick out of boxes and stuff. I'll show you the 5 symbols. We have a star. That'd be me. We've got a square. We have squiggly lines, or if you're into breakfast, bacon emoji. We've got a cross sign or a plus, and of course the circle.
Mm-hmm. So right now, I want to see if I can make a connection with one of you out there in the audience. How about the young lady way back there in the very back that's standing?
Give her a round of applause. Come on.
Now, folks, whenever they conducted this study,
Give her a big round of applause. Come on, keep it. What's your name? Charmaine, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Charmaine. Nice to meet you. Now, like I said earlier, normally whenever they conducted this study, they normally have like a big wall to separate the people, but since we don't have a wall, we don't have a lot of room here, that's what my blindfold is going to represent. So if you would just check my ears, make sure there's no hearing devices or anything like that. Can you hold my blindfold up to your eyes and just verify for the audience that you can't see through that?
Cannot see.
Perfect. Thank you, Charmaine.
Thank you.
Now, Kimmy's going to go ahead and sit over. She's going to blindfold herself. This will act as kind of like the wall. Now, Charmaine, step over here if you would.
Okay.
You saw these signs a few minutes ago, the symbols a few minutes ago. So face down, mix them up any order you doesn't matter, any order you choose. Once you're done, I want you to set them face down and give them a good mix. Clear your mind. I want you to focus. Don't tell her on the symbols, but put them face down.
Okay.
And spread them all out.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what order, so not even you know. And then in a moment, Kimberly's going to go ahead and ask you to pick up I'm going to go ahead and ask you to pick up any one of these symbols, right?
Okay.
And you're going to hold it against your body, and then you're going to show it to the audience, and we're going to see if Kimberly can make a connection with everybody and you.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and pick one up now. Doesn't matter which one. Hold it against your body. Yes, see that? You got it?
Okay, now before we get started, I want all of us here in the room to just kind of feel a little bit relaxed. I want all of us just to take a deep breath and let it out. Good.
Go ahead and show it to the audience. Everyone send that thought to Kimberly.
The symbol that I'm picking an image up on is the star.
What's it say? It is the star. So there is a connection between everybody and Kimberly, but let's take it a step further.
Okay.
Pick one up. Don't let, this is going to be your secret.
Okay.
Don't let anybody else see it. Hold it against your body. Give it a good, right against there for me if you would.
Okay, now what I'd like for you to do is just visualize that symbol in your mind. And now imagine it just floating through the air from your mind into my mind. I'm picturing the square shape.
Show everybody.
What?
Now let's take it one step further.
All right.
Now this time Kimberly's going to attempt to send her thoughts to you. I know, totally reversal, right?
Okay.
Let's turn all these face up just like this. Okay. And in a moment, you're going to place your hand face down. Put your hand just like this, as opposed to face up, whatever. Put your hand just like this on the symbol that you choose. I'll let Kimberly explain to you how this is going to work.
Okay, now before you and I get started, let's just you and I take a deep breath. Let it out. Now, I want you just to tune into my thoughts, please. Now, there are 5 symbols there on the table. Now, one of them may kind of seem a little bit more prominent than the others to you. Some say it's almost as if one of the symbols kind of has a glow to it in your mind.
So take a look at the symbols. And when you feel the thought that Kimberly sent you, just feel free to place your hand face on any one of those symbols. Do it now.
I'm sending her the plus sign.
It is, in fact, the plus sign.
You know, I felt such a strong connection with you. May I ask you one more question? Now, I know there was 5 symbols there on the table, right? Now, but there was a very symbol that was missing. Do you know which one it was? It was a heart.
Okay.
And normally whenever you think of a heart, you think of love. But what I'd like for you to do is go back into your past. Think about maybe someone that you had affection for, maybe like an old boyfriend.
Really great that my husband's here, but yeah.
It's okay, there's no secrets.
But I know normally whenever you think of love, you do think of your husband.
Okay. Yes, definitely.
But I want you to go back in the past, if you can, visualize his face in your mind. Now think about his name, just his first name. Focus on it. It's coming to me. Am I correct when I say the name is like Al or Albert?
What's the name?
Albert.
Albert? Wow. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Kimberly! Thank you, folks, for the board. Thank you so much for helping us out. You've been the Castle. Good night.